31 interesting psychological facts about human behavior. When humans feel like they don't have enough resources like love, money, time, and food, they are less likely to make wise decisions. People are more honest when physically tired. This is why most people confess things during late-night conversations. Every person you see in dreams has come across once. In real life, our brain cannot create faces. Research suggests that laziness is just a common part of being a teenager and does not reflect bad behavior. When someone appears in your dreams, it means that that person is missing you. When you start liking a person just because they like you, it is a psychological phenomenon known as reciprocal liking. Psychology says the wedding ring goes on the left ring finger because it's the only finger with a vein that connects to the heart. When someone is always in your mind without any communication, it means they also think. Thinking of love and sex influences creativity and concrete thinking, respectively. During REM sleep, your body becomes paralyzed to make sure you don't act out your dreams. Expectant fathers sometimes experience a sympathetic pregnancy, exhibiting symptoms that parallel their pregnant spouse's physical changes like weight gain or nausea. The average person will only remember about 18% of information just 28 days after studying it. Coffee can make your audience more receptive to your message only if your arguments are genuine and well-reasoned. Someone who becomes angry easily over silly things often subconsciously desires to be loved. Butterflies in your stomach are caused by a reduction of blood flow to the stomach due to a fight or flight response. Psychology says when you kiss someone, their DNA will stay in your mouth for at least an hour afterward. People with creative minds tend to have a harder time falling asleep at night. They prefer to stay up later. People buy items that fit in with a social group because they're scared of being judged, but in an unusual color or pattern to prove uniqueness. Intelligent people tend to care less about the opinions of others. They also enjoy being alone because of a great sense of self. Due to increased brain activity, people with higher intelligence tend to have a harder time falling asleep at night. Some people could be given an entire field of roses and only see the thorns in it. Others could be given a single weed and only see the wildflower in it. Perception is a key component of gratitude, and gratitude is a key component of joy. Bananas contain a natural chemical that can make a person happy, the same chemical found in Prozac. Psychology says the best things in life are usually found when you are not looking for them. Constantly dreaming about someone may indicate that they're actually missing and/or thinking about you a lot. Hypopituitarism is a rare disease that doesn't allow a person to feel love. Smiles have been proven to be more attractive on a woman's face than makeup. It is possible to die from a broken heart. It is called stress cardiomyopathy. Empathy is the ability to recognize other people's emotions. Psychopaths generally take advantage of this. Your emotions control the intensity of how much pain you actually experience. Psychology says being able to instantly respond with sarcasm within seconds of a stupid question is a sign of a healthy brain. Phobias may be memories passed down through generations in DNA, according to a new research. Psychology says people usually leave because it's easier than working things out. People lie because sometimes it's easier than being honest. When a person cries and the first drop of tears comes from the right eye, it's from happiness. But when the first tear is from the left, it is pain. Studies show that if you announce your goals to others, you are less likely to make them happen because you lose motivation. Psychology says the person on your mind, while you're unable to sleep, is usually responsible for your happiness, pain, or both. A study concluded that spending money on others yields more happiness than spending it on yourself. Psychology says kissing causes a chemical reaction in the brain, which lowers a woman's risk of suffering from depression. Your mind rewrites monotonous speech or boring people to make it sound more interesting. Psychology says we seem to ignore the ones who adore us and pay more attention to those who ignore us. Your favorite song is probably your favorite because you associate it with an emotional event in your life. Psychology says the saddest thing about betrayal is that it never comes from your enemies. It comes from those you trust the most. According to studies, spending your money, the key to happiness is on experiences rather than possessions. Psychology says if you are happy single, you won't be happy. Taken happiness comes from within, not from people. Psychology says your mind can send someone staring at you even while asleep, which explains why you randomly wake up during the night. You can't multitask because your brain can only focus on one higher level function at a time. Psychology says if you have someone in your life that is abusive or causes you pain, don't try or form them. Just block them out of your life. Spending money on experience instead of stuff also makes you happier. Psychology says K is the worst, most annoying, most irritating, aggravating response ever. 60% of people fear that they care about a person way more than that person cares about them.